Hi there, my name's Austin. It's not really important. The only thing important really is just this review of No Man's Sky. I'm gonna go ahead and get my overall message out there in case you don't watch very far into the video. Don't buy that game. Do not buy that game. It'll be the worst decision of your life. You may notice that this is a piece of paper with the game on it. That's because I already took it back. That's because it came out yesterday and I already took it back and lost $35 on it at GameStop because it was the worst game ever. So first impressions of this game were good. They were good. They were positive. Um, if you look here, it's number one, the name. The name No Man's Sky sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty epic. I was expecting a lot. There was a lot of hype around it. I felt like there's a decent amount of hype. So it was supposed to be a good game. $60, full $60 game, which is ridiculous. You'll find out through me telling you, you better not buy it. Alright, so here we go. No Man's Sky, very cool name. Also, the cover art really sort of amazed me. It's a very beautiful cover art. It's got this nice little child here, little character. He's probably going out on some grand adventure, having the time of his life. So I'm expecting to do the same. We've got like Luke Skywalker's ship over here. There were no Star Wars characters throughout the entire game. And I'm going to periodically make jokes, but I'm so serious. Don't buy this or you're an idiot. Um, so I get into the game, and it's a little bit confusing because there's no instructions. I mean, there's minimal instructions. You're sort of just left off in this world to try and figure it out on your own. And that's the most fun you're going to have in the game is that first 30 minutes where you're just lost. And so enjoy that if you get it, but then once you figure out what you have to do, you realize you're just gonna do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again because it's terrible. So their big thing with this game was like, oh, we've got 60 freaking billion universes or planets or whatever it is. I don't know. It's some ridiculous amount of places to go. And they sell it to you like, oh, hey, endless opportunities. They don't tell you that every single opportunity is going to be the exact same thing. The best comparison I can make is if you had a Minecraft world, except you couldn't build anything, you could only mine to make better tools to mine. That's all this game is. It's like you're doing boring things to to get better at doing boring things to get better at doing boring things. It's just the same thing over and over and over and over again, and none of it's fun. I didn't enjoy myself at all. Like an hour into this game, I was thinking, oh wow, I really don't want to play this game, and I'm kind of upset that the people that made this game, they knew what it was, and they put it on the market and said, I think this is worth $60. I don't think I'm screwing anyone over. That just tells me they're idiots. They managed to build an entire universe and they're idiots because this is such a terrible game. It's not worth $60. Maybe it's worth $10. Maybe I would have paid $10 to have fun on it for an hour. Probably not. I probably wouldn't have done that. But I paid $60 and then I lost 35 of it because GameStop's a piece of crap as well. So, a little more about this game. Basically, you use this like ray gun to mine things. And then when you mine the things, you use those things to make your ray gun better so you can mine more things. So that you can use those things to make your ray gun better so that you can mine more things. And in the meantime, you're flying around in a ship going from planet to planet where I mean, they look different. I will give them that. The planets look different. One of them is gonna have trees, the other's gonna have lava. Uh, but there's nothing. It's just a big expanse of nothing to do. Like, and then you'll come across these little building areas that don't you can't really do anything in them. It's pretty unsubstantial buildings, and you come across those and you think, oh, I found something cool. You don't realize there's one of those like every 20 steps, and you've got storage, like you've got these slots you can put things in, but you've got like 10 of them, and so you're finding all the stuff, and then you just can't use it. And I can't. This game is so bad. It's so bad. And let's see. There's aliens in it. They trick you into thinking like, oh, you're gonna find these cool aliens, but number one, most of them look the same. Most of the aliens look exactly the same. And then there's some that look a little bit different, but there's one consistency with every alien, and that's that they're all little tiny people sitting behind a little tiny desk. And if you haven't seen it, I wish I knew how to put like pictures on the screen or whatever. I don't know how to do that, or else I would put like ugly people pooping on this game because ugly people's poop is somehow worse than attractive people's poop. I don't know how that works, but it is. So, anyways, I don't know how to do that. I would show you the aliens, but you just gonna have to take my word for it. It's just a little tiny guy sitting behind a little tiny desk, and he's speaking something you can't understand him. You don't know what he's saying, but I mean, it's just pointless. Like what? All right, so there's 60 billion universes here, and I go around, and every alien's gonna be sitting behind a little tiny desk. Is that what you're trying to sell me on? And then there's some animals walking around, but the animals, I mean, they're all different. I will give them that. Every animal's there's a bunch of different animals, but there's so many different ones that they're all essentially the same. Like like one might have a freaking chicken head, one might walk like a crab, but it's not exciting to see. It's not something like, oh, I want to tell my friend about this, you know. And they've made this whole game compatible online. Like every player is essentially in the same universe or whatever. It's every there's all these different planets you can go to, but they say that like 99% of them aren't going to even be discovered, and you probably won't ever run into another player. Why would you take the time and the effort to make this game to where you could potentially meet other people, but then make the chances so extremely low that that would never happen? You're just making so much extra work for yourself. So, as you can tell, I'm upset. I'm mad about it. Yesterday, I was bored. I came home from work, I was sitting around, I was like, man, you know what? I wasn't going to get this game. I wasn't. But I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to do it, you know? I just need something to give me a good 2 weeks before I go to college. And I didn't even get a good 2 hours out of this bullcrap. Uh, it's depressing. You're all on your own, just walking around these barren worlds, doing the same thing over and over again. If you're close to killing yourself and you just need something to push you over the edge and you've got $60, I'm not advising anything, but could be a good option. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, terrible game. And so, just another kicker here. I don't really know what kicker means. I think it's just like another interesting point. None of this might be interesting. I just needed a place to let these people know that they're terrible human beings for selling me this game. Um, so I go to not Best Buy. I go to GameStop this morning, and my original thought was, you know what, I'm just gonna sit outside of GameStop and just like sell this game to just some unsuspecting kid who doesn't know he's gonna get the worst game of his life, and like get more money for it because I know they're gonna try and rip me off. But that's illegal and also more work than I was willing to put in. So I go in there and just fully knowing I'm gonna lose so much money on this. And I tell the guy, I was like, look, I want you to pay me to never have to see this again. And he goes, oh, you didn't like it? Like, so far, everyone that's come in here has loved it. All right, well, first of all, I want to break apart what he told me. Number one, every person that works at GameStop is like these nerdy, weird people, but they're sort of passive aggressive, and they definitely think they're better than you for like knowing more about video games or something, which is not that great. I feel confident I know more about personal hygiene than them. So he's all being all weird about it. Okay, if how first of all, people only go back in there with a game to return it, which would mean that they didn't like it, or unless it was like a long time after. But this is literally the day after. So you're telling me people came in here to return the game, being like, "Oh yeah, great game, loved it. Here you go. Maybe give me $30 after I've played it for a day." No, that doesn't even make any sense. I don't think people are going back in there and not returning the game just to give some nerdy dude a review. Like, go home, play it for 3 hours, walk back into GameStop. You know, I really like this. Tell the rest of your customers it's a great game. No, they're not doing that. This guy is just bullcrapping me. I don't know why. He's not getting anything out of it. He's getting a ton of money from me. So he's like, yeah, you're the only one that didn't like it. Okay, well, we'll see in the next week how many people are bringing it back because they're like, crap, I don't want to wait around a month and then get $5 for it instead of 20, so I might as well go ahead and take it in because it's a piece of crap game. I don't really have much. I mean, I have a lot to say. Obviously, I could go on forever about how awful this is. Um, don't buy it. Normally at the end of videos, people ask you like, "Oh, like and subscribe." I don't ask you to do that. I don't want you to comment, like, subscribe. I mean, feel free. I don't do many videos, so you're probably just gonna be disappointed. But the only thing I really ask you is just don't buy this game or go and like to all their YouTube videos and down like it because it's terrible. And I genuinely like despise these people for feeling okay about themselves after selling me this game for $60. Um, if you just have a lot of money and you want to buy it, I guess screw yourself over, whatever. If I had all the money in the world, I'd buy every copy and burn them. I'd burn every single one of them. Screw this game. Screw the people that made it. This is gonna be a little symbolic here. See this? See this? Look at that. It's gone. It's in my life forever. I'm about to go use this as toilet paper. It's not gonna be pleasant. It's gonna hurt my butt a little bit, but it's really about the principle of it all. Anyways, goodbye, guys.